Hey guys, welcome back to MDCU News. So first off, if you're new here or have seen a couple of my videos but haven't clicked that shiny red subscribe button, I encourage you to do so to stay up to date with all the news coming from the Marvel and DC universes, as well as breakdowns of the latest content, such as my same day breakdowns of each new episode of WandaVision. In case not, that's out the way. Today, I want to talk about everything from confirmed characters to the plot that we know so far about the upcoming Captain Marvel 2 film and how WandaVision may be setting up the events for that movie. So, as of now, Captain Marvel 2 is set for November 11th, 2022, which will be the first film we get after Black Panther's second movie, which is slated for July 8th of 2022. And just from the positioning of Captain Marvel 2 in the timeline, we see that Marvel is once again setting up their new roster of Avengers the same way they did with the release of Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America in the years prior to their 2012 big team up, right? So as of now, the only characters that have been confirmed for the cast are Tiana Paris as Monica Rambeau, who we are already familiar with from WandaVision, Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel, and of course Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. And this will all be directed by Nia DaCosta, who will be the first black female director of an MCU movie, which is pretty exciting news, and it's good to see Marvel is continuing with their diversity behind the camera as well as in front. And I have to take a second and commend Anthony Mackie, who took a risk by calling out Disney and advocated for more behind the scenes diversity in a Variety interview. Okay, so it's reported that Miss Marvel is going to be released sometime this year and will introduce the character of Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, who I'm guessing will then be playing a sidekick or protege role to Carol Danvers when we see her again in Captain Marvel 2. And the fact that they're likely going to introduce Kamala in a Disney Plus series before her debut on the big screen means that the events of her show probably won't be that significant. Because Marvel likes to avoid taking the chance that the average viewer is already familiar with a background character such as Kamala Khan before they go to see her in Captain Marvel 2, especially when it comes to a movie like Captain Marvel, which isn't one of their biggest earners, so they don't want to take any chances of losing profit. And the same way that Endgame set up the plot for smaller Disney Plus projects such as WandaVision and even Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I'm guessing that Captain Marvel 2 will do the same with Secret Invasion, which is set for a Disney Plus release in 2022. And since the first Captain Marvel already established the MCU Skrulls as the good guys, so to say, it seems like this Secret Invasion storyline is going to be centered around a McCarthyism type panic once it's revealed that the Skrulls, with the help of people like Nick Fury and possibly even Monica Rambeau, have been disguised as humans in high positions in order to help keep Earth safe from a Kree attack, which will likely be revealed as a subplot of Captain Marvel 2. The main focus being our three superheroines taking on a new, more dangerous threat, possibly the Broods, who are an alien species from the comics who have a body inhabiting ability similar to the Skrulls. But now that brings us to the topic of Monica Rambeau, aka Geraldine, as she's been going by in WandaVision. So, just for a little background, in the comics, Monica Rambeau is a superheroine who received her abilities to become and project any form of light within the electromagnetic spectrum from a weapon that exposed her to a large amounts of radiation. And at one point, she took up the title of Captain Marvel and even led the Avengers, but she's now known as Photon. And she made her first MCU appearance as the daughter of Maria Rambeau back in Captain Marvel. And now we currently see her portrayed by Tiana Paris in WandaVision, as I mentioned before. And the trailer footage basically confirms that she is now an agent of S.W.O.R.D. And from the way that Wanda completely threw her out of Westview with ease, I'm guessing Monica doesn't have her powers yet in the series. Now, in interviews, Tiana has confirmed that the series will fill in the gaps of what Monica has been up to since Captain Marvel, but more notably, in an interview about Captain Marvel 2, Paris stated that everyone would have to wait a few weeks before we can talk about it. Now that's key because Captain Marvel doesn't come out until next year, so I doubt we'll be getting any major updates from that film. But instead, it's likely she was referring to one of the next few episodes of WandaVision, which will not only explore Monica Rambeau's past, but will also give Monica her powers from a source that is strong enough to make her into the powerhouse that she is in the comics, while also establishing a new connection to Carol Danvers that can further be explored in Captain Marvel 2. And what's a better power source than the Mind Stone? With Wanda and Carol, we've already seen that the Infinity Stones make for a pretty powerful origin story. And Monica getting her abilities from one of the 6 stones, just as Carol Danvers did, would be the perfect plot point that could be developed in Captain Marvel 2. Now, of course, the real Mind Stone was returned to its original timeline by Steve Rogers at the end of Endgame, but there is something that's currently powering Vision, whether it's a copy of the stone recreated by Wanda or some alternative power source. I'm guessing that it's going to be the key to Monica's powers and to setting up Captain Marvel 2. So guys, now it's your turn to tell me what your theories and hopes are for Captain Marvel 2 down below in the comments. And again, click that big red button if you want to stay tuned for all my updates, breakdowns, and hot takes coming out of the MCU and the DCEU. And the streets are saying that this upcoming episode of WandaVision is going to be killer. So make sure to be on the lookout for my breakdown of that episode, which will come out on the same day the episode premieres. And next week, I'll be doing the same kind of video for everything we've heard about Black Panther 2. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Peace.